Saturday Q&A. I'm your host, T3, the Time Teller. Let's get down to business. Hope everyone's having an amazing weekend. It's actually kind of a gloomy day. I don't know what it is about Saturdays. Like, you'd think it'd be a nice sunny Saturday, go to the beach, yada yada yada. That's not how it is lately. If for some reason during the week, the entire week, it's like nice and sunny, and then on the weekends it's gloomy. It's just bizarre. So probably not a beach day. I'll find something to do though. Jeff Ott, Dan McCaslin, certified T3 bot drip. We got two moderators in the building. That fellow there and Bryson Haggard. So y'all better be on your best behavior. Paul M says, "What's up, Rory?" I don't know who Rory is, but 'tis not I. Joel Taborski, certified T3 bot from Kansas. White Glove Watches says, "Good afternoon, people." Jeffrey says, "Hello, everyone," from Virginia. C. Cook says, "Sup?" Rick Green, certified T3 bot, says, "Hey, T3 Kingdom." Daniel Hill. Yas says, "Shabbat Shalom." Good Shabbos to all that celebrate. Nicholas Oliphant says, "Yo, live chat with the dab." Hope everyone's having an amazing Saturday. Oh, we got a few people from down south. We got Louisiana. Jonathan started from Louisiana, I do declare. Edgar says, "Thoughts on the DI watches coming out now?" I've never experienced them. Never experienced them at all. Bo Backwood says, "Hello from the Deutschland." Joe Sylvia says, "Gloomy PA also." Yeah, I don't know what it is in California, at least in LA, it's gloomy. But California is pretty large, so who knows what it's like elsewhere. Edgar says, "Chicago." Felipe says, "Chile, South America." And another Felipe says, "Sending love from Maryland." Wow, Felipe's in the house. Ross A, what up? From Sacramento. DC's gloomy. All right, let's get some questions on the board. We have a bunch of people here from very diverse, or I should say a very diverse group of people. First, what we like to do is say cheers. What's everyone sipping on? Here, it's, still the morning, so I'm drinking some espresso. Very fancy. What's everyone sipping on? You can tell me in the comments section below. Bad Matt says, "Whoop! Live stream." Invicta versus... Well, you spelled Invicta wrong, but Edgar says Invicta versus Hublot. I would get an Invicta Pro Diver over any Hublot. Because an Invicta Pro Diver is like under $100, and I wouldn't have to throw away my money with any Hublot. Jonathan Stutter says, "Sipping on Coca-Cola because I'm at work and it involves driving." Oh, I understand. Briar Blue, certified T3 bot, says, "Drinking coffee and peeling wallpaper." Oh, doing some work around the house, are we? Nicholas Oliphant says, "Have a nice cold one, Jory." Cheers. I'm drinking a hot one right now. Do I have pocket watches? I do have a pocket watch that I got for my bar mitzvah, but I don't really know much about pocket watches. I don't find them as interesting as wristwatches. We have to, okay, as wristwatch enthusiasts, we have to acknowledge pocket watches, right? Because almost all the watchmakers that we love started out making clocks and pocket watches. So that's, something we have to acknowledge. There, I'm sure, is a fedora wearing, vest wearing, pocket watch chain wearing group of people on YouTube and on Reddit and everything that probably argue and bicker about pocket watches the way we argue and bicker about wristwatches. So I don't want to encroach on their territory because that just intimidates me. I'm sure there's a whole bunch of crazed pocket watch fanatics, but alas, I am not one of them. And it's a whole new, it's truthfully a whole new, info set. You know what I mean? Lyndon Durgan says, Jory, throw me some chronograph suggestions. I'm currently ironing a few Speedmaster dates. Well, here's my recommendation. If you get a Speedmaster, don't get a date. Speedmasters don't have date complications, bro. Do not get one with a date complication. Fedora pocket snobs. Will you be collabing with Nico? Who is Nico? Let me know who Nico is. Smoking pot with Steve, sipping on Canada Dry. I'm more of a Schweppes guy. Tom Smith, hey Jory, thoughts on the Oris Big Crown Pointer date asking for a friend? This is a watch that's been out for at least 2 years, but what I'm trying to say is that this watch has been very, very popular. I don't want to say overhyped, but very popular for the past 2 years. And if you like vintage aesthetics without having to worry about a vintage watch, then the Pointer date is definitely one to consider. I am actually, so you know that I'm actually a big fan of the vintage aesthetic and everything. But when we're looking at the Oris Big Crown Pointer date versus their other like modern Big Crown Pro Pilots, I would pick the Big Crown Pro Pilots. I just really like what they're making. You really can't go wrong with any Oris. I have not found an Oris that I really do not like. Any opinions on the Tudor North Flag? Yes, I have a bunch of opinions on the Tudor North Flag. It's literally the one, I don't want to say one, the one of the two Tudors, modern Tudors, that I would happily wear. Which is very controversial because that is a polarizing watch, right? Like a lot of people do not like the North Flag. That's whatever. I think that the two modern Tudors that I would actually happily wear would be the Pelagos in blue and the North Flag. Those two. Now, the thing is that the Tudor North Flag is actually not on the roster anymore, I don't think. So it's, whatever. Stephen Lee from Harlem. Thoughts on Formex? I've already reviewed them, bro. Get with the program. Get with the program. What's my next Grail watch to purchase? Well, Grail watches typically take a while to purchase if you ever have the opportunity to even purchase a Grail watch. But I think the one watch that I really would like right now, which is absolutely I would consider a Grail, would be the 1016. You know what I mean? Like, if we're Stephen Lee, yes, the Creator Aichi 2 is absolutely a Grail. The issue is that Grail is going to take much longer to attain than... Okay, the question was, what Grail am I going to buy next? Probably not the Aichi 2. It's just, that is going to be a long-term goal. The 1016 is a bit more attainable, so probably the Rolex 1016. One of the earliest Explorers, 36 millimeters, gorgeous date, incredibly simple. I love that watch. Bad Matt with the 1016 fund super chat. Thank you so much. I truly do appreciate it. Guys, super chats are not necessary, but they are very appreciated, and the 1016 fund goes directly in the 1016 fund, and eventually, with your help, God willing, I will acquire a Rolex 1016. Ian Lyle says, furthermore, thanks for lightening the mood. People always try to be serious and sophisticated when I find it unnecessary. Believe it or not, so Ian, thank you for that compliment. Believe it or not, I'm just a really bad actor. And I'm not very good at lying. So I can't really pretend to be something I'm not. So what I mean is, if you see me reacting in a certain way, it's probably because that's how I'm actually reacting, right? Unless it's for a bit. So some of these other people that are hyper clinical about watch reviews or about watches in general, and I'm not naming particular names because I don't have really one. I'm like that comes to mind. All I'm saying is that a lot of watch collectors are hyper clinical, when really a hobby should just be fun, right? Like you can take it as seriously as you want, but at the end of the day, we still gotta have fun. So yeah, a lot of these dudes, they don't. It's gatekeepers, right? And what's the number one rule of this channel? Destroy all gatekeepers, dude. It's Flat Moon forever, and destroy all gatekeepers. Can we get a hashtag? Destroy all gatekeepers. Destroy all gatekeepers. All right, we do not have gatekeepers in this hobby. We will destroy them. We'll find you and we will destroy you. All right. Oh, you're not allowed to like a watch that's under 10 grand. Oh, your watch doesn't have a complication? Who are you? You wear watches other than Swiss? Excuse me. There are watches that aren't Swiss? This is news to me. I don't believe it. Or how about the people that gatekeep hating Rolex? You know what I mean? So it's if you hate Rolex, you're fine. If you say Rolex is the worst, you're fine. But if you say that you like a Rolex, oh my God, that's the worst thing now. That's the worst thing nowadays. Holy cow. Or the funniest thing, you know what? You say that you like Seiko. Oh, well, you're just a Seiko shill. You're just shilling Seiko. Oh, look at you. Look at you just shilling Seiko. But then what happens? Oh my gosh, I have an opinion. I dislike Seiko. I dislike what Seiko's doing. They're bumping up their prices arbitrarily. Hey, look at these imperfections. What are you doing, Seiko? Adding pro-specs to the dial and not giving us something different? What are you doing with this kind of market placement manipulation? I don't like it. Hey, that guy is hating Seiko. Wow. What a snob. You're a snob for hating Seiko. So pretty much all these gatekeepers, they don't want you to have any opinion other than their own, and we will destroy them. Hashtag destroy the gatekeepers. We have a few super chats, guys. From Bryson Haggard, it says, you know what it be with the 1016 fun. Not DG says, I say things that make no sense sometimes. This is one of these times. Good evening, gentlemen. Thank you, Not DG, certified T3 bot. Rick Green with the 1016 Fleming. So, guys, you can be one of these hyperclinical watch collectors if you want, and that's totally your prerogative, okay? But don't come over here, alright? Don't come to this channel, because we will destroy you! Sorry. Ian Lyle with the follow-up says, not a question, but I just wanted to say thank you for making such great content. You've helped me so much to discover a new hobby. You've always had great insight and advice. Trustworthy stuff, man. Thank you so much for the kind words, man. We need supporters like you, and this is exactly why I have the best viewers in the world. Every channel says that. I actually mean it. We have over 100 viewers here. We're going to go ahead and do a wristwatch check. Every time we hit 100 viewers, we just share what we're wearing, guys. You can guess. Rolex 1500, 34 millimeter date complication, one of my all-time favorite watches. This is literally, dare I say, the perfect everyday watch. I'm sorry. Dare I say, the perfect everyday watch. 7 Layers says, tip of the hat. This is on a Man Cave leather strap. Shout out to Man Cave Leather for making me this strap. Nice and special. Edgar, are tourbillons a waist or a flex? I don't understand. You know how like the opposite of vanilla is chocolate? A waist isn't the opposite of a flex, right? I don't know how they're not mutually exclusive. Something can usually most flexes are wastes. Do you know what I mean? Like if you're buying something to flex on someone else, you did waste. So yeah, I guess they're both, if we're going by your opinion. If you're buying something to flex on someone else, then you have wasted your money, in my opinion, by definition. Except for this flex. Can we get a hashtag still jacked, guys? Oh, God. Guys, for those of you who don't know, the gyms are back open here. And it's Thick Boy Summer 2021. I gave you guys a year to catch up to me. I took a year off because of the lockdowns. Just know your time is up and I'm still jacked. Flat Moon. Ooh, great question. KDW 1978. Favorite pizza? Are you asking me for my favorite pizza shop or favorite kind of pizza? Because that's a different, that's a different answer. But I'll just do both. So in LA, and I know there's a huge argument, oh, you can't get pizza in LA. Okay, well, I'm not in New York currently. But my favorite pizza in LA is from a place called Prime Pizza. They have 2 locations, one in Little Tokyo and one on Fairfax. And they make New York style pizza. So it's not authentic according to New Yorkers, because of course we're not in New York. But we typically get, okay, here, this is controversial. The reason that Prime Pizza's pizza is so good is because the sauce has perfectly cut little strips of basil in it. And it is just so delicious. Perfect amount of cheese. The sauce is like sweet enough without being too sweet. The crust is perfect. And we just get pepperoni. And by we, I mean Connie and I. That just seems to be our favorite. So, favorite type of pizza, pepperoni pizza, just straight up. I will eat any kind of pizza though. I don't think I've ever turned down pizza. But favorite kind of pizza is just a typical New York style slice. Pepperoni. That's it. But don't get me wrong though, I go crazy. I'll eat anchovies. I'll even put pineapple on it. See, can I rant, guys? Can I rant a little bit? I don't know if Dean's here. Typically, Dean gives me the green light for a rant. I'm gonna rant a little bit. Here's the issue with all this freaking pineapple pizza stuff. Alright. Pineapple pizza is okay to eat, but there's an issue. The point of eating pizza is not to just simply enjoy it. The point of eating pizza is to eat enough that you get sick. That's the point of eating pizza. So, with pineapple, you can't eat that much of it because after 2 slices, you're already, it's like you're done with it. You know what I mean? It's such a strong, overpoweringly sweet, tart flavor that you're like, I just can't eat as much as if it were like a pepperoni. Like with a pepperoni pizza, I could take down a whole large by myself easily. Absolutely easily. With a pineapple pizza, I'll enjoy like 2 slices and then I'll be done with it. So it's not a matter of, is it okay to put pineapple on pizza? It's how much of it will you actually eat? And the answer is not much. So that's just rant over. We have a couple more super chats. The pigs in the blankets with the 1016 fund. He says, party like it's 1016. 1999. Isaac says, let's help the time teller get his grail. Thank you so much. Going to the 1016 fund. I'm always down to have pizza rants. KDW says, Jory, you're so jacked you could have been a wrestler in the 80s. I was alive for, what, like 6 months in the 80s? I was born in 89, baby. Woo! Best year of my life. Dang. the Hebrew hammer. Ooh. Yo, I'm always down to put bacon on pizza. When I was little, we had this place called Najee's Pizzeria. He was Lebanese, but he made incredible pizza. And we would get like the equivalent of like Meat Lovers. This was in the 90s. And he would put like sausage on it and meatballs. It was, dude, I gotta go back home, get some Najee's pizza. He's still doing it too. We got super chat. He says, Jory, this is from Daniel Hill. Is the DW5600 really the only watch you need and can wear it with anything? Probably no. I like watches but don't collect at this time. Okay, so Daniel, the DW5600 is great in most situations. Okay, most. How often do you actually find yourself in a formal setting? That's the question you have to answer, because it's not going to do well in a formal setting, right? I wouldn't even wear it business casual. Now, nowadays, with these millennials, and I myself, I'm a millennial, like just according to the facts. I don't really identify with most millennials' way of thought, but with this new millennial and Gen Z life, business casual has changed. Now business casual is like an untucked t-shirt and jeans. But back in my day, business casual was like actually slacks, a shirt, and a tie. So in that kind of business casual setting, a DW5600 is not going to work. All right, I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. How often do you find yourself in those type of formal business settings? I don't know. I don't know what you do for work. I don't know in the circles that you run. But I would probably say that the DW5600 is a great watch for most occasions. It's going to be the only watch you need until you find yourself in a business or a formal occasion. Is that okay to say, guys? I think that's a pretty accurate. Yeah, Joe Cool. I don't identify with the millennial way of thought. That was the most millennial shit I've ever heard. Yeah, I knew that someone would call me out when I used the word identify, but the truth is, like, that is the case. I don't really agree with most of the millennial way of thought. That's just, and saying I identify, obviously, yes, that's very millennial of me. How silly. Let's go ahead and do something that we like to do typically around the 10-minute mark. We're a little bit late. But guys, I just want to take it down a little bit. We've already gone peak crazy, right? But we're gonna take it down a little bit. All right. The truth is, the people here have done a duty that many have not. The people here have made a commitment that many have not. The people here this morning have set alarms and have chosen to wake up and drop what they are doing and join the T3 live stream for this gorgeous Saturday. But the others, the Forsaken, are still asleep. So guys, I want to thank everyone here that has been chilling with me live for the past 24 minutes. And what we're going to do is we're just going to say hello. We just have to say hello to the people watching on the playback, because we actually get a few thousand people that like to watch the live streams after we've recorded them, and that's perfectly fine. So, you know what? We love you. I see you. I know. You're just chilling. You had work. You had kids. You had life obligations on this Saturday. We get it. But hey, a couple hundred people and myself, we are here live. We're just going to go ahead and say hello. We love you. We get it. You have things you had to do. We told you, like, every week that we do this, you had time to prepare. I mean, let's be honest. You knew we were going to be here. But you couldn't be here, so that's fine. We love you. We just want to wave and say hello. Because we see you. We do see you. And we know, and we acknowledge you. And we, believe it or not, I know it's kind of difficult to get this word out. We do respect you. We do. I'd respect you a little bit more if you woke up for the live stream. Like, if you were here live, I'd probably have a little bit more respect for you. But we respect you. I'm kidding. We do. We love you. We respect you. We respect you. Back to the live stream, baby. Whew. Kentucky Man 30 is here, guys. Certified Teeth Through Bot. Kentucky Man 30 is here. He's here. He's here. Daniel Hill says, thank you. I'm a millennial too. I don't agree with it either. Thank you for the honesty. I learned a lot. Dan Wazi, Certified Teeth Through Bot, says, Jory, you really are more like a Gen X. Technically, no, but your attitude and personality and humor, yeah. Dan Wazi knows me pretty well, so I appreciate that. Steve says, hello, Forsaken. Seven Layer says, hello, Forsaken. Bad Matt, Certified Teeth Through Bot, says, hello, future me. Stop being a simp. Oh yes, everyone. Everyone in the US at least, enjoy your long weekend. We have a long weekend here. It is Memorial Day weekend. Hope everyone has an easy Memorial Day, and hope that we can acknowledge and remember why we are having this long weekend. And it's because we had brave men and women that decided to step up and fight for us, for our freedoms here in the US. So we are very thankful for that. And yeah, they made the ultimate sacrifice so we could relax for this long weekend. So shout out to you guys. What is the best piece to wear to celebrate Memorial Day? Ooh, dare I say a Hamilton khaki field watch? Is that okay? I think that's the most accurate. You gotta wear a Hamilton khaki field watch. That's the watch that our boys were wearing. You know what? You've inspired me. I'm gonna go ahead and put on a Hamilton khaki field watch. Stephen Lee knows what's up. Dan Wazi says, yes indeed. Kentucky Man says, agreed. If you don't have a Hamilton, that's perfectly fine. I say a field watch. And you know what? Any G-Shock as well. Because nowadays, our boys and girls are wearing G-Shocks over there. So, any G-Shock and a Hamilton khaki field watch would be like the most authentic. Sir Reginald Pennybottom, haven't seen you in a fortnight. Sir Reginald Pennybottom, I missed you, old chap. How are you doing? Well, I think the last time I saw Sir Reginald Pennybottom, I was like 50,000 subscribers. Hey, we grew, bro. We grew a little bit. I'm happy you're back. Thank you for the super chat. Sergeant Kong says, Jay, what part of New Hampshire are you from? Fellow T3 New England check-in. I am from Amherst. And I know that there's a bajillion Amhersts in New England. There's multiple Amhersts in Massachusetts. There's Amhersts in Connecticut, I think. There's Amhersts everywhere. Probably even in Amherst, Rhode Island, for all I know. But I am from Amherst, New Hampshire, which is one of the southernmost areas in New Hampshire. And I loved it. Sir Reginald Pennybottom, jolly good, jolly good. Just having a little cuppa. Humidity, TFT, humidity is it's insane there. So here's the thing. I've been to Virginia, spent a bunch of time in Virginia, and I've been to, like when I go to Oklahoma to visit I have family in Oklahoma. Virginia is incredibly humid, like ridiculously humid. And Oklahoma gets pretty dang humid as well. I would say Virginia is the worst out of the places I've been, but New Hampshire is pretty dang bad. Like, New Hampshire in the summer, it can get so humid, and with the mosquitoes there, you just don't want to be outside. I love New Hampshire, though. I would deal with it for New Hampshire. However, I still think Virginia's worse when it comes to the humidity. Why isn't watchmaking prevalent in South America? I don't have an answer for that. I mean, there's a lot of places that watchmaking is not incredibly prevalent. The United States being one of them. I mean, watchmaking isn't terribly prevalent in North America. I'm gonna be totally honest. There's a few, and the ones that we do have aren't really fully American made. They're using parts from other areas. They're using Swiss parts and Asian parts, most of them. So, yeah, I mean, you want to complain about South America not having prevalent watchmakers or prominent watchmakers. North America doesn't have very many prevalent or prominent watchmakers. Justin, EDC, what's going on? Joel Taborski, certified teacher bot, says, next time you're in Oklahoma, you'll have to swing up through Wichita and say hi. We'll go to lunch, world famous diner called Tudor. Yo, Joel, I will take you up on that. We will definitely go to a diner in Wichita. I am so down. That, dude, Wichita meetup, baby. Everyone meet up in Wichita. That'd be so fun. Motor with the super chat says, after G-Shock Full Metal Aged Limited and Ham Khaki Field Mechanical, I added a C60 Sapphire, he's referring to a Chris Ward, to my collection. My first automatic is a Sellita SW201, supposed to be noisy and no ratchet sound on the hand wind. So the Sellita SW201 does have a very smooth hand wind, I will say that. So there should be a somewhat of a winding sound, like you should be able to tell it's winding, but it's incredibly smooth. I have not noticed the rotors. Currently I own, gosh, I think I currently own like 3 watches with the Sellita SW201. I don't notice overly noisy rotors on those. It also has to do with how the watch has been manufactured and assembled, I should say. So it's not just the movement, it's how the whole watch has been assembled that's going to contribute to those noises. So I've noticed that the Sellita SW201 has a very, very smooth hand wind. But I have not noticed the rotors on mine being overly noisy. STP-111s are incredibly noisy though. Almost every watch I've reviewed with an STP movement has been incredibly noisy. Mihir, Bryson, the moderator, actually has a link for you on my opinion of Orient. Great question, though. Guys, can we just pause real quick and give a quick round of applause to my moderators? We really can't do this show every week without my moderators, and they are very proactive and very quick on the draw when it comes to links. So we really give a little round of applause for that fellow there and Bryson. Those guys really stepped up to the plate, helped the channel out a whole bunch, and we cannot thank them enough. Everybody, I want to see some claps. Yeah! Rupesh wants to know what everyone's wearing at the moment. On their wrist. He specified on their wrist, guys, so we don't want to know about your underwear. Sergeant Kong says, 3 cheers for the mods. Hip hip hooray! Hip hip hooray! Hip hip hooray! Sir Reginald Pennybottom says, Her Majesty the Queen salutes you, fine gentlemen. Alright, so Kentucky Man 30, certified T3 bot, is wearing a Zin 104 baby. Guys, real quick, can I do a little bit of a shameless plug? Can I do a little bit of a shameless plug, guys? All right, I'm going to, regardless. I'm going to. I am designing monthly t-shirts, and I'm super excited about it because it's something I've always wanted to do. I I'm not becoming like a my next venture into business is not going to be like t-shirt design, but I'm saying for the brand, like for the Time Teller brand and everything, we're actually doing monthly t-shirts, and this is something I've always wanted to do because I think it's a really fun way to kind of interact with the viewers and see what you guys like, and it's also really funny. Like, we're coming up with some really funny designs, so we have a few really cool new pieces of merch on the shop right now. My favorite being the Retro Fighter. You can see it's inspired by one of my favorite video games. Dare I say Street Fighter? We can't write Street Fighter on the website though, because I don't want to have, you know, Capcom or whoever made it like come after me. But we do have a lot of really fun shirts there. If you guys like death metal, we have a Time Teller death metal t-shirt. We have a really cool Street Fighter t-shirt. We have a few different caricature, my silhouette. But please, someone pick up. We've had, dude, someone from Slovenia. I don't know if you're watching this. Someone from Slovenia just recently purchased the t-shirt. So we have like international people wearing Time Teller swag, and it's awesome. But guys, please go ahead and check out the monthly t-shirt designs. I'd be honored if someone picked one up here during the live stream. And then Bryson actually wrote, there are beautiful vintage watches available for purchase on the site as well. So go ahead and check out the watches as well. But yeah, guys, please check out those t-shirts. Daniel Hill says, Jory, what anime characters would you put to replace on that poker table painting of the dogs? Hope you know what painting I'm talking about. Of course, the dogs playing poker. Yes. Real quick, I'm going to answer that, but I have a super chat. Junior Vasquez says, have you heard Out of Order watches? If so, what's your opinion? I've never heard of them. I'm going to answer that anime question, but let's check out this Out of Order watches. If I could spell it correctly, jeez. Watchy, let me see. I've never heard of these guys, but let's check them out. I'm on a blog to watch. Okay, so they're Submariner homages. Out of Order, damaged in Italy. These look like quirky. Do not cook spaghetti for more than. And the case back says, damaged in Italy, please treat me bad. Do not cook spaghetti for more than something. The Riho, as you call it, the chapter ring border, the Rio, says don't cook spaghetti for more than something. No, I don't like these. Guys, I don't take watches very seriously. And, like, I think that this is even a bridge too far. No. I hate this. It's like trying to be funny. Leave the humor to the funny guys, okay? Jeez. Just, can we leave the humor to the funny guys? Please. No, it's not funny, and I think it's stupid. Daniel Hill says, what anime characters would you put to replace the dogs on the poker table painting? Okay. Inuyasha, because he's kind of a dog, right? He's like a demon, and he has like ears. Goku, because he has a tail. So we're kind of within the dog theme. Tamaki from Fire Force, because her power is like a cat. And let me see. I'm trying to go with like these animal themes. Oh, okay. And Ayla from Chrono Trigger. I know that's a video game technically, But she was developed by Akira Toriyama, who was the creator of Dragon Ball. Okay, so there. So Inuyasha, Goku, Tamaki, and Ayla. Final answer. Great question. Bad Matt says the Riho. Dude, now he's roasting me for picking Inuyasha. Pff, come on, man. What do I think of... the Pigs in the Blankets is asking me all the tough questions. This is going to get me in trouble. What do I think of the new ceramic Black Bay? I think it's a joke, dude. It's a joke. It is a joke. I'm convinced that Tudor they have like a wheel that has all the colors on it, and they just spin it, and then they just stop it and point. And they're like, okay, new Black Bay in this color. It's like, dude, give us something else. I can tell they're already resting on their laurels because they gave us that chronograph, right? And everyone was like, wow, cool, that's great. I love it. And then they're like, nice, they like it. Let's just do another Black Bay again. So Tudor just is, all they do is make different iterations of the Black Bay, and it's just, I'm sick of it. Kentucky Man 30, Certified Teeterbot says, my wife has been super into reading the One Piece manga. Well, I hope that you have a lot of time on your hands, because that is like the longest running manga ever. She's going to be reading that for years. But One Piece rules, so it's all good. Rupesh says, would you prefer a new Rolex Milgauss or a Rolex Cellini from the 70s? Milgauss? Who would ever compare those? Milgauss, 1,000 times Milgauss. Bad Matt, Certified Teeterbot says, Black Bay is fire, fight me. You don't want to fight me, dude. You do not want to fight me. Okay. Milgauss or Cellini from the 70s? I don't even know who would pick a Cellini from the 70s. There's two Cellinis I would ever buy. Okay? There's two. And they're both very old. The first one is the Cellini King Midas. And that was John Wayne's watch. The second is the original Rolex Prince that Al Capone wore. Those are two that I would wear. However, even over both of those, I would choose a new Milgauss. It's just how it is. I think the whole Cellini line, it needs to be dissolved and thrown away. But the King Midas is pretty cool because John Wayne wore one. Bad Matt, Certified Teeterbot says, oh, I do. Bring it, Jory. I'ma get you. You never face the raw tenacity of an overweight bureaucrat. Do you work for the DMV? Yeah, Milgauss, guys. No one cares about Cellini. I'm sorry. Jory, any plans on wearing the Timinator again soon, or will you be bronzing it for your background set? Yeah, I wear it. Anytime I want to wear a diver, I have to kind of play roulette. I have to spin it and pick which one I'm going to pull. I have a bunch of divers. So I've been wearing my baby tuna most of the time because that's just the watch that I absolutely love. But I'm not against other... Just because I pick one of my watches doesn't mean I hate all my other watches. I just, I haven't worn my baby tuna in a really long time because I've been wearing my tuna for the longest time. Like literally for pretty much all of 2020 I was wearing my tuna. Insane. Show us the baby tuna. I'm not wearing it right now. Zach Sullivan, I'm saving up for a sports watch around 800 to 1200. What would you recommend as a daily wear? Probably an Oris Aquis. If you could find one, let me see. Yeah, I would find an Oris Aquis. And you could definitely find one for that price. There has to be people selling them secondhand for around that price. It's going to be on the top end of your scale, but I would find an Oris Aquis, honestly. Yeah, I found them right now new, actually, for $1,400. So if you bump it up a little bit, $200 extra, get the Oris Aquis. A piece unique with the 1016 fund. Thank you so much, brother. I appreciate it. Steven says you can get a solid used Aquis for like $1,000. Yeah. So you can get like a used one for around $1,000 in great condition, or you can get one brand new on the low end for $1,400, it looks like. So yeah, if you're looking for a really impressive watch for daily wear, I would get the Oris Aquis. Anyone picking up the new Zelos Hammerhead? I have not seen it yet. Maybe you guys need to write to Zelos and tell them to have me review it. Zach Sullivan says, awesome, thanks. Yeah, tell us how it goes, man. Jesse G, when you don't wear a watch anymore, do you keep them or sell them? Well, I've actually made an episode about that. When you should sell your watches. I literally broke it down step by step what you should do before you sell your watches. You can check that episode out in episodes for new collectors. Let me see if I can find it, because I don't know if my moderators will be able to find that episode. I have faith in them, but I don't remember the title of the episode. So, give me one moment. Videos for new collectors. Oh, here it is. Watch this before you sell your wristwatch. Here we go. I found it. Oh, ha! Bryson already had it. See? My moderators are faster than me. So, I linked it as well. And TFT found it also. So, my moderators are on top of things. But if you guys are interested in kind of my breakdown, my thought process on what you should do before you sell a wristwatch, that's kind of how I go about it. Or before you think about selling a wristwatch, that's what I kind of do. Bad Matt is out of control in the comment section. I don't know why Tudor does what they do, guys. Tudor is... It's become a joke. And you know how I know it's become a joke? Is because Tudor, even the avid fans of Tudor watches, are starting to make fun of Tudor. Like, I've been making fun of Tudor my entire time teller career, right? But there are people that are avid fans of Tudor that are now sick of it. Tudor has to do something different. I don't think they can make it too much farther on this same track. Just releasing different, and I'm sure there are people that are very, very excited about the new Tudor Black Bay ceramic. I'm sure of it. I just don't think releasing the same watch in every color you can is is interesting anymore. I don't know. Like, I might rant about this. I might make you know what? I might make a Friday rant about this. But for any reviewer that's actually reviewing this watch, I don't understand the point. I personally don't understand the point. It's literally a Black Bay. That's Tudor's so far gone, in my opinion. So yeah, I'll probably rant about this, but it's confusing and confounding, but at the same time, you kind of expect it, right? We knew that Tudor was going to do it. It's just easy. It's just very easy. Is analog G-Shock as tough as a digital one? Probably not, because by definition, any moving part is prone to failure more than non-moving parts would be. However, I have multiple analog G-Shocks and they're incredibly tough. An analog G-Shock is going to be tougher than any other analog watch you own. However, a G-Shock that only has a digital display is technically going to be tougher because by definition it doesn't have as many parts that could fail. Esteban says, I feel like Tudor should work on their Pelagos. It's such an underrated watch. So I agree with you. If Tudor, like for instance, if Tudor gave the Pelagos a GMT complication, the world would go crazy. If Tudor did other variations of the Pelagos, I would start being interested. But it's almost like they have to go through every color on the color spectrum with the Black Bay before they'll even consider doing something else with one of their watches. It's just insane. Pelagos and stainless steel would be cool. I mean, I guess, but I think its main selling point is that it's titanium. I think titanium is badass. I think if they did a bronze Pelagos, that would be insane. If Tudor made a bronze Pelagos, that would be crazy. Esteban, I've already made that episode talking about the two-tone. You guys can check out my episode, Everything You Need to Know About the Rolex 2021 releases. I've already gone through all of them. And yeah, the two-tone Explorer is stupid. Dems! Gute Nacht! From the Deutschland. Jesse G says, I regret selling my King Square. Apurv thinks that Longa is better than Patek. Do I think Longa is better than Patek? Okay. I think we kind of have to judge them on a watch-to-watch basis, but I think right now there are probably more Longas that I find interesting than most Pateks. Like, I'd probably rather have the Perpetual Tourbillon, the white gold with salmon dial Longa, over any Patek that I currently know of. But that's not to say that they are, as a company, better than Patek is as a company. I just think that Longa makes more interesting watches right now. Dude, I've said it before and I'll say it again. People are talking about what they want to see from Tudor. Nathaniel, thoughts on Rolex jumping back to 36 from 39 on the Explorer 1? Yeah, I've already made that episode talking about that. I think it's the best thing they've done. I think that is the single smartest thing they've done in the past 5 years, is bringing it back down to 36 millimeters. That's smart. Now, the two-tone, really dumb. Okay. I think we all need to stop talking about Tudor and we need to focus on what Rolex needs to do. Rolex needs to start experimenting with different materials, okay? Could you imagine a titanium Daytona or a titanium Submariner even? That would be insane. That would be insane. Or a bronze Deep Sea. If they made it super nautical and gave a Sea Dweller a bronze case. Could you just imagine? That would be insane. We need to stop focusing on Tudor because we know Tudor is just going to make black bays. That's stupid. Like, they're just going to make black bays. But if Rolex started switching it up, stopped making their watches enormous, and started playing around with different materials, that would be freaking cool. Random Rob is in the house, by the way. Shout out to Random Rob. He's a great watch reviewer. He's probably better than me. A Piece Unique says, is Victorinox, he has a super chat, by the way, says, Victorinox a decent Swiss brand in your opinion? I don't... Alright. I like their knives. I like their Swiss Army knives. I don't really see them as a watchmaker. I know people that own the Inox. Really, really, really love it. I have yet to review one. If any of my viewers out there have an Inox that I could borrow for a review, email info@thetimetellershop.com, info@thetimetellershop.com. I would love to review a Inox. So if someone has one out there, email me and we will work something out. But yeah, I don't know if I really see them as a respected watchmaker. I just think they make decent products in general, and a lot of people like their Inox. Rupesh, would you rather have a complication watch like a JLC Reverso or a Jacob & Co. and you deleted your message? Well, I own a Reverso already, so I guess that's my pick. Soren says, Salud from Romania. Romania in the house. What's going on? We got love for you here. Reading questions. People are saying Rolex rests on their laurels. That's probably true. We just got an order at the shop. Let me see. I think we... Did I just get a notification? Let's see. Let us see, guys. Daniel! I know that you're watching this right now. You're literally in the live stream right now. He just got a Retro Fighter Telling Time Since '89 t-shirt. Thank you so much. We are literally sending that out to you right now. The fulfillment is in progress, so thank you so much. Guys, please check out the Telling Time Since '89 shirt. I am so excited. Can one of my moderators link that? It's one of my favorite products that we've come out with. Again, we're doing monthly t-shirt releases. So this is the most recent one for May. We're going to come out with a new one for June. But someone else check it out. That's my favorite. That's me if I were in a retro fighting video game. Hey Jory, tell us again why Vostok is better than Tudor. You know you want to. Please, I'd rather have a Pelagos than a Vostok. Rupesh, what is your obsession with Hublot? Dan Z, certified D3bot says, respect the Battle Gym. We have a Battle Gym shirt. We have a Battle Gym water bottle. We have a Battle Gym tank top. You guys gotta check it out. Where's Seiko? Seiko's probably asleep somewhere. Seiko! Seiko! She's probably asleep. Seiko! Joel Toporski, certified T3bot, says, August is my birthday, so you better have a really awesome t-shirt design for August, because you know I'm going to buy that merch. Dude, Now that I know that, just wait on it. Just wait on it. We will be sending you a shirt for your birthday. Remind me, Joel, and we will be sending you a special shirt for your birthday. The Pelagos doesn't have wobbly crown technology. But guys, click that link, check out all the t-shirts. We have 3 new designs already, but we have some of the older designs there as well. But guys, we've been here for 60 minutes. We're going to wrap this thing up. I want to thank everyone for hanging out with me on this beautiful, somewhat gloomy Saturday. But you know what? We woke up today, so can't complain. You could have been anywhere, honestly, hanging out with me, and you chose to be here chilling, commenting, interacting. And I really do not take that lightly. I really do appreciate that. So I want to say thank you. I want to say I love you guys. Please get out. Excuse me. I've been tongue-tied all day today. I don't know what it is. Get out of your comfort zone. All right. Tell someone you love them. It's really important, especially nowadays when you feel like somewhat isolated. Telling someone else you love them really does help. So I'll start it off. I love you guys, each and every one of you. Thank you for supporting the channel in every way that you do. I really do appreciate it. And then don't forget to tell yourself you love yourself, because at the end of the day, that's what you got, right? So I love you. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay blessed. I will see you on the next one. Stay tuned for Monday's review. I'm Jory Goodman, the Time Teller, and always remember, I didn't invent time. I just tell it. Love you guys. I will see you on the next one.